Think about the last time you sat in a meeting or a conversation with friends and you had a great idea, but instead of speaking, you rehearsed the sentence 5 times in your head. You checked the room for approval, and by the time you were brave enough to say it, someone else said it first and got the credit. You didn't lose your confidence overnight. You lost it in 1,000 tiny moments just like that, where you chose to stay quiet to keep the peace. Every time you say yes when you desperately want to say no, your brain registers that as a failure to protect yourself. In psychology, this is called the self-betrayal loop. Your self-doubt isn't a personality trait. It's a symptom that you've stopped trusting your own judgment. My name is Sweet, and welcome to Her Blueprint, the place where women come home to themselves. Today, we're going to break the cycle that's been quietly stealing your confidence. Not with empty affirmations, not with toxic positivity, and definitely not by pretending you never feel afraid. I'm going to show you the 3 psychological shifts that help you rebuild confidence from the inside out by rebuilding something even more important, trust in yourself. But first, let's destroy one of the biggest lies we've ever been told. Most people think confidence means walking into a room believing everyone will like you. It doesn't. Real confidence is walking into that same room knowing you'll still be okay if they don't. When you lack confidence, you pay what I call a confidence tax. You pay it when you over-explain your decisions. Have you ever turned down an invitation and sent a paragraph-long text explaining why you couldn't make it? That is you paying the tax. You are subconsciously asking for permission to have a boundary. You pay it when you shrink your posture, soften your voice, or start your sentences with, "I could be wrong, but..." Here is the psychological truth. Your brain believes the data you give it. When you act small, your brain assumes you are small, and it fires off feelings of anxiety to match your behavior. To fix your mind, we have to fix your data. Before you can build new trust, you have to realize that half the doubts in your head don't even belong to you. They are borrowed beliefs. Think back to the first time you felt truly insecure. Was it a critical comment from a parent? A partner who made you feel like your goals were too loud? A boss who ignored your input? As women, we are often conditioned to believe that a confident woman is difficult, aggressive, or arrogant. So, to stay likable, you adopted their low expectations of you. You turned their opinions into your inner voice. But someone else's inability to handle your value is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their limitation. Right now, you are letting people who don't even matter live rent-free in your head, setting the ceiling for what you can achieve. It's time to evict them. The next time a self-doubting thought pops up, ask yourself this exact question. Is this my voice? Or is this an echo of someone else? If it's an echo, drop it. It doesn't belong to you. So how do we actually rebuild the trust? We use the micro-promise rule. What do I mean? Your brain keeps a secret ledger of your behavior. Every time you break a promise to yourself, like setting an alarm for 6 a.m. but hitting snooze 3 times, your brain writes down, "She doesn't mean what she says. Do not trust her." You cannot fix this by shouting, "I am strong" in the mirror. You fix this with small, undeniable evidence. Starting tomorrow, you are going to make 1 micro-promise a day that you cannot fail. Promise yourself you will drink 1 glass of water before you touch your phone. Promise yourself you will say no to 1 minor favor that drains your energy. Promise yourself you will speak up within the first 10 minutes of a meeting, even just to agree with someone. When you keep a micro-promise, your brain rewrites the ledger. Oh, she actually does what she says. Over a few weeks, these micro-promises compound. That is how real, unshakable confidence is built. It's not a switch you flip. It's a muscle you train through small choices. The people who got used to your shrinking will always be uncomfortable when you start growing. They might call you distant or say you've changed. Let them. Their discomfort is not your problem to solve. You were not born to spend your life apologizing for taking up space. You do not need a permission slip from the world to be capable, competent, and certain. Stop checking faces for approval. Stop rewriting your emails 4 times. Step into the room, say what you mean, and let the chips fall where they may. Here's the shocking truth I wish someone had told me earlier. You don't need to become someone new or someone you can trust again. Think about the people you trust most. You don't trust them because they're perfect. You trust them because they're consistent. They do what they say they'll do. Now ask yourself something difficult. If you treated your best friend the way you've been treating yourself, would she still trust you? Every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," "I'll speak up next time," "I'll finally choose myself," and then you don't, your brain quietly remembers. Not because it's against you, because it's collecting evidence. And confidence is built on evidence. So, here's how you rebuild it. I call it the self-trust loop by first making smaller or micro promises. Don't promise to change your whole life overnight. Promise 1 page, 1 workout, 1 prayer, 1 honest conversation, then keep it. Second, celebrate consistency, not perfection. Stop asking, "Did I do everything?" Start asking, "Did I come back?" Because confidence doesn't grow when you're perfect. It grows every time you refuse to abandon yourself. Finally, keep returning. You'll have bad days, you'll overthink, you'll doubt yourself again. That's normal. The difference is, the old you quit after 1 mistake. The new you says, "Today was hard, but I'm not leaving myself here." That's where confidence is born. Not in never falling, but in always returning. Because real confidence isn't waking up fearless. It's waking up every day knowing one thing: I can count on me. And when you become that woman, people notice. Not because you're louder, but because you're no longer asking the world for permission to be yourself. As you begin choosing yourself, not everyone will celebrate it. Some people were comfortable with the version of you that never said no. The version who stayed quiet. The version who put everyone else first. So don't mistake someone's discomfort for your failure. Sometimes, it's proof that you're finally growing. Before you go, I need you to remember one thing I hope you never forget. Confidence isn't believing everyone will like you. It's knowing you'll still like yourself if they don't. That's freedom. So today, I want you to make one small promise to yourself and keep it. Because every promise you keep is another vote for the woman you're becoming. Write that promise in the comments. Not for me, for you. And maybe your courage will remind another woman that she's not walking this journey alone. If this video found you at the right time and spoke to your heart, subscribe and join our growing community here at Her Blueprint, where every week we'll rebuild your confidence, your peace, and your purpose, one truth at a time. Do share this video with a woman in your life. Until next time, never forget, your life was never meant to be lived by accident. It was always meant to be lived by design. Welcome to Her Blueprint, your life by design.